Hello, 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 and welcome with Cooking with Camille. I'm Camille. I'm your hostess with the mostest, and we're going to do a meal for Sunday. I got up early this morning. I'll post it later so you can see what's going on, okay? So, first of all, we're going to do some sirloin fried pork chops. I'm going to do some rice pilaf, some yams, and cabbage, okay? Now, I sent my husband to the store. Now, you know, when you come from the store, I think he got the smallest cabbage there was. It don't show on camera as small, but y'all, this is small. It is really small. So I guess he said I wasn't making no dinner for nobody today. It's small. Okay, I'm going to clean this up. And he got one pack of yams. You know I love yams. He got one pack of yams and one pack of mixed vegetables. Now, this is yesterday he went to the store. But he makes sure, I don't eat pork, but he got 4 sirloin chops. So I guess I'll have a salad or just eat yams. Okay, so we're going to do this up for husband. This is what he bought and this is what we're going to cook. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to clean this cabbage up and get it cut up and get it started with some onion. And my flour, I got today, I put the flour and I'm going to use my everything seasoning. I'm going to use my garlic, herb, and all-purpose seasoning. You know I'm going to use my Italian seasoning. And I'm going to use Chef Carmen's onion garlic pepper seasoned blend. Okay? I'm going to use that. Okay? Those are seasonings we're going to use today. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I got an onion I'm cutting up to put in my cabbage. I put some, you know I don't use baking drippings. I'm going to use some, I got some chicken drippings left over. I'm going to take that and put in my cabbage also. Some chicken grease that's left over from when I fried some chicken the other day. And I'm going to put a cup of bell pepper in it, okay? I'm going to do bell pepper in it and an onion. And we're going to saute it. You know, I like my stuff sauteed where you have that extra taste in your cabbage. I'm going to say this for another day. Okay. And I'm going to cut that up. And then we're going to, ooh, these onions are strong. Jesus. Keep me near the cross. Gonna get this stuff started and dinner will be ready, and all I gotta do is throw it in the microwave when I come home, because I definitely want to go to church today. So we're gonna dice these all up. You could do however you want your cabbage. I don't care how you do it, but these are for the ones who don't know how to make cabbage. I just gonna saute my onions and I leave it chunky because I like to taste my veggies and stuff in there. And then we're gonna heat up just a little oil on the electric, on the skillet. You know my favorite skillet. That's this one. My mother's old skillet. I like it. I got the cabbage. I already put the chicken drippings in there. And I cut that up. And I only put a little bit of water because cabbage makes its own water. Okay, so only put a little bit of water. Okay, I hear it popping. So we're going to add our onion and our green pepper to it. And saute it. And then we'll add that to our cabbage. And we're going to throw some Italian seasonings in our cabbage. Italian seasoning. I throw a little bit on my onions. I say a little bit and I just threw that all in there. I'm going to put a little garlic herbs in your cabbage. Put a little bit on my onions. And I'm going to cut up a garlic too to put in there. I'm going to use my everything seasoning. I don't put too much in this because it gets salty. And I'm going to use my onion, garlic, pepper seasoning blend from Chef Carmen. Anybody want to order any Chef Carmen? Her stuff is really good. You can use as much seasoning as you want. It ain't too salty. That's what I like about it. This one says no salt, so it just got flavor in it, and it's really good. It's all powder, our onion powder and garlic pepper, so it's no salt added to all her flavors. You could order with salt or without salt, however you want to do it. 4 bottles, you can for $29.99. You just go under IGotYou.com and order it from there. She has some really good seasonings. I'm putting her out there. I hope she put me out there, because I be on her cooking show. She have a page where she posts her cooking stuff. If y'all look on Facebook, I put some of my stuff on there, and she comment on some of my meals. So anyway, we're going to go on. Going to do that, and let me wipe up a little bit. Saute that, and then we're going to add that in there. Okay? And guess what? I'm going to do something a little different today. I usually cook my yams in the oven and my cornbread in the oven. We're going to do some skillet cornbread, and we're going to do the yams on top of the stove today, because I don't feel like turning this oven on. How about that? It's so hot, but we got the air on, but still, I'm not turning the oven on. I haven't turned the oven on in 3 weeks, so let's see how it turn out. Okay, I got the sauce on there. And then you're just going to put some butter on top. Some butter on top of it. And then that's ready to go. And then you're just going to slow cook it on top of the stove. Just like you would do in the oven. But you're going to slow cook it and put a piece of foil on it or a top on it. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Okay, now we're going to start. Let me clean up a little bit. I can't work with this mess. And you can. I got them on the stove heating up. See, I got them. You could put walnuts on them or pecans on them if you want. Today I'm just going to, I don't know, do I want walnuts on them? Maybe I'll just do yams only since we got cabbage and stuff. I'll save the walnuts for another day. I just had to show y'all, look, it'll work just like bacon. Boiling your potatoes like you're boiling a sweet potato in that Miss Butterworth syrup and that sugar and that brown sugar and cinnamon. Look at that. It's just wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. And it's going to taste good too. But just the first time, it should do just fine on the stove. Then I'm going to base it. Get it? And base it. Just take it and base it every now and then. And we're just going to let it simmer on the stove for about 20 minutes covered up. This one hasn't started yet. Oh, yes, it has. It started. This one started too. We say 20 minutes on the stove. That's all you need. Because it was already thawed out. Okay? Okay, let's start our rice pilaf. Okay, when you do your rice pilaf, get you some chicken base. You know I use this one. Get the flavor that you need. I'm going to use up this thing, this jar first. I got more in there. I always keep a jar because it's good for gravy and everything. And get the flavor that you want. This is how we're going to start our rice pilaf. Homemade rice pilaf. Okay? It come in different flavors. It also got this flavor too. I got this one from, I think I got this one from RSVP. So you can get it anyone. The base just works good. It's just a base, and you just add what you want. You don't want to add too much because it gets salty. And just add what you want. Okay? Okay, I've moved that over there to that side. And we're going to pour our grease in here for our chops. Let that heat up. We'll be back after that heat up. Okay, this is almost good. I add a little bit of chicken base to my cabbage too. So it can have a little chicken flavor. Add some of this water to it, the chicken base. So now we're going to taste it to see if it's flavor enough. Okay, I add a little more broth to that. Look at that, it's working. It's working. Listen, let me get some juice to pour over this one. Oh, excuse me. And the big one is done. We'll just let this little one do its thing. I'll just turn it on low and just keep it on simmer. Okay. Now, let me taste this broth. Okay, it's good and ready. Okay, now I'm going to take a half a cup of rice. This is Uncle Ben's rice. This is what I use. Pour in there. Because we don't want, we're just using a skillet because it's just two of us. So I'm not making that much. And we're going to stir it up. And then we're going to add. Yeah, and we're going to add. Did you hear me? We're going to add mixed vegetables to it. Not the whole bag, just a few vegetables for color. Okay? Just a few for color. And let it cook along with that rice. Like so. Now you got the chicken broth. You got the rice. And you got the vegetables. And we let that cook until that rice get done. Okay. You can add pepper to it if you want. You You can add more seasonings if you want. I'm going to add some pepper. And I don't want to add no salt, anything with salt, because you got that seasoning salt on there. And then I'm going to add some of this garlic pepper. Chef Carmen's garlic pepper. That's good. That's all we're going to do. And we're just going to let that rice cook down. Okay? Just stir it and just let it cook down. We'll be back. But let's get that grease hot and we're ready to fry them chops. Okay, and then cover that and just let that cook on low too. I got that on medium, rice pilaf. Now remember I told you about the cabbage, how much water it made? That's why I only put a little. Look at all that water it made. We're going to let that cook down and then we're going to drain some of that water. Okay, I'm going to go wash my chops. Okay, now all I do now is just chip your chops with your batter. Make sure your batter's real wet to get a nice crust on it. You can soak it in milk. You can soak it in water, whatever you want to soak it in. Buttermilk. I usually soak my stuff in buttermilk and let it soak overnight. So I have a beautiful crust on it. And just drop it in there. Just continue to do it. I guess he'll have some for his lunch tomorrow because he got 4 of them here. Also, I hope everybody have a good day today. It's supposed to be a nice day today. Hope you have a nice Sunday. Hope everybody enjoy their Sunday. One reason my husband told me that he didn't want me to, you know how I do. He always trying to cook and help other people and sell dinners and stuff. He said, I'm doing too much. He said, you need to sit your behind down. I'll go grocery shopping. And what he did, he didn't bring nothing back. But I understand where he's coming from. This is my only day off and he wants me to rest. I understand. Okay, so we're going to continue this. I'm going to put one more in here. And we're just going to let it cook down until we're going to see how this crust turn out. Because I use a different flour. I usually use gold medal flour. You believe the stores is out of gold medal flour? I can't believe that. So I had to go with a cheaper flour. I'm not used to cheaper flours. I'm used to using what I buy because you work with it better. You know what I'm talking about? So we'll see how it turn out. I don't know. But looking along, our rice is coming along. Our yams is coming along. And let's check our cabbage. Oops. Our cabbage is coming along. Yep. And our chops. So we're not. Remember I told you I bought some markdown desserts at work the other day. So I got a little small cake to cut up for dessert because I didn't feel like baking. How about that? Okay, y'all. Let's wait for the finishing touches. I'm going to have me another cup of coffee while we wait. Okay, our chops done. We're going to try to make a little skillet cornbread. Just mix a little cornmeal and stuff together and try and make it thicker. And then you pour it in just a little grease. And should be hot. There's a couple of them. See how that's turned out. Show you my rice. Look at it. Turned out good. We're just waiting on the cornbread. Look at them. They look good. I'll turn these down a little bit. They're a little high. They turned out good. So this is our cornbread. My mama called it hot water cornbread, skillet cornbread, Some people call it, my niece call it hoe cakes. But I call it hot water cornbread. But hoe cakes is a little different. All right, the cornbread's done. Look at it, looks good, looks good. So now let's plate up the plate. Okay, the finishing touch. Let's see if I can get it off. Sirloin chops. Hold on, let me try to get it, switch it over. Sirloin chops. Rice pilaf with mixed vegetables. Cabbage. Hot water cornbread. Yams. And German chocolate cake. Look at that. Fit for a king. My husband bought all this. This is what he wanted, y'all. There you go. Fit for a king. Okay, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget, this week is the last week for the comments for drawing. Again, yams. Look at them yams, y'all. Look how pretty they is. And I cooked them on top of the stove. Cabbage with all those seasonings. Rice pilaf with mixed vegetables. Look at that. Skillet cornbread. Sirloin chops. And the German chocolate cake. Wonderful. Okay, y'all. Have a blessed day. God bless you. You know what? While I'm here, let's taste the yams and see how they turned out. That's what we can do. Hold on, let's come over here. We're going to taste this one and see how they turned out. They're tender. They cut open. No, they taste just as good. Oh my God, it's just they didn't bake. They were on top of the stove, so they were good. Okay, God bless. Please like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel on YouTube. Please help a sister out. All right, y'all. I help y'all out by giving y'all gifts every month. Talk to you later.